Hey, so I ducked outside real quick to try to make this video without the distractions of my kids. Wanted to let everyone know what's kind of going on with us right now. Quattro will be having surgery on September 20th at Cook Children's Hospital in Fort Worth to straighten both his legs. When he was about 15 months old, he was diagnosed with tibial torsion, and it's just a twisting of his tibia that causes his feet to be in-toed. 85% of kids with this condition need no medical intervention at all, and Quattro just wasn't in that 85%. The medically recommended treatment for internal tibial torsion is observation. So most kids, their tibia straightens naturally by the age of 4 or 5. In Quattro's case, that just didn't happen. His twisting actually got worse, and over the past 7 years, we have probably seen about 8 or 9 different orthopedic surgeons going to checkups. When you go to Shriners or Scottish Rite, you don't always get the same doctor each time you go in for a follow-up. So he was seen in California about 6 months before we moved to Texas, and then when we moved to Texas, he was due for a follow-up. And the first place we were seen, we weren't impressed. They just told us that the pain he had in his ankles was no concern to them because it's not constant pain, it's just pain as a result of the way he walks because of the in-toeing, and that we would probably need to do surgery when he was older. But we were given a different time frame for that surgery by 3 different doctors. So after being told that his pain was not their concern, I said, enough, I want to be referred to somebody else. And our doctor sent us to Cook's. And as y'all know, I absolutely love the Cook Children's Network. I think they are amazing. We have had nothing but great experiences with them and always gotten positive results. So when we were seen at Cook's, as expected, the doctor was wonderful. First thing she did was say, what can we do to help alleviate some of his joint pain? So she sent us to orthotics. He was fit for custom orthotics, and they made a big difference in his joint pain. These orthotics, the idea behind them was to help maintain the natural arch of his foot until he can have the surgery, so that his foot bones don't warp to the way that he walks and then end up needing foot surgery later. So when he got the orthotics, he was so excited. And the doctor put him in his shoes, and he walked down the hall and he walked back, and the doctor asked him, so what do you think? And he just had this devastated look on his face. And he looked down at his feet, and he looked back up at the doctor, and he said, they don't work. And the doctor said, what do you mean they don't work? And Quattro looked at him and he said, my feet are still crooked. And you know, it just about broke my heart right then, because he really thought that putting these things in his shoes were gonna fix his leg. And the doctor just said, oh buddy, I'm so sorry, but the insoles, they can't fix your foot, but they can help it not hurt as much. And so we have seen positive results from the insoles. And so when we went back for a follow-up with this doctor to discuss the fact that his in-toeing has gotten a little bit more noticeable over the past 6 or 7 months, she did a full exam, x-rays, was very thorough, and she said, I think it's time for surgery. And we were equal parts excited and terrified, because excited to be able to get some results for him and get him the help that he needs. Doing this surgery now as opposed to later has so many benefits. Waiting, aside from just the pain that it causes in his joints, waiting would mean a longer recovery time later, possibly more damage to his joints, more damage to his feet. Just overall, we're just excited to get it done. But the scary part is that the surgery to correct this is called a bilateral tibial derotation osteotomy. They're going to go in through a 2-inch incision in the front of each leg. They're going to go about 2 inches up on the tibia bone, and they're going to sever, rotate, and then attach with wires and pins his tibia. He'll be put in a complete cast. For the first 4 weeks, he will not be able to put any pressure on his ankles. So he'll be on a wheelchair or carried wherever he needs to go. for those first 4 to 6 weeks. At the end of those 4 to 6 weeks, we'll have an x-ray to check and see that his bone is fusing properly. If it has fused enough, then they will go in and they will remove the wires. He'll have to be put back under for that. Then he'll be recast and given walking boots and a walker so that he can start physical therapy and being a little bit more mobile. The hope is that by 10 to 12 weeks post-op, he will be cast free and in full physical therapy, being able to help him learn to walk with his foot in this new position. And the actual surgery is expected to only last about 4 hours, but the overall recovery time is an estimated 4 months. So this is not a quick thing. It will be quite interesting, but we know that he's a champ and he's going to handle it great. He'll probably handle it better than I do. We just covet your prayers during this time, as this is such an invasive procedure and the long recovery time that comes with it. Just pray with us for that. Pray for the Lord to guide the doctor's hand during this procedure. And we're excited for him. He's getting excited about it, like a little nervous. He asked if it was going to hurt and things like that, but he's just excited that he's going to be able to run and not fall as much, and that he won't get so tired when he's walking. And so we're excited about it. We're excited to see what the Lord will do in his life and in ours through this. We've already seen God's hand at work here in working things out with the insurance and the hospital's financial department. Friends and family that have just jumped right in and said, we want to help out. How can we help? And we're feeling so blessed right now. We had pre-op last Wednesday. Everything went great. The doctor answered every question we possibly could have had. She already put in the order for the wheelchair and the walker so that we'll have those ahead of time. You know, our house has got a bunch of steps and levels, so my husband's going to work on putting some ramps in to make it easier for me to get Quattro in and out of the house. And we'll see how it goes, but we know that God's just going to take care of every little detail that we haven't even thought of yet. So again, his surgery will be September 20th. If you don't see us around for a few weeks, that's why. We're going to be a little bit, you know, waterlogged, I guess. We're going to be stuck at home for a little bit. Just those first few weeks while he's recovering, but after that, we're going to do our best to get back to normal life as quick as possible. We appreciate your prayers during that time, and thanks for taking the time to watch this video. It ended up being a little bit longer than I expected, but I just wanted to let our friends and family that are out there know what's going on and where things stand right now. So anyhow, thanks for watching.